Breaking: Travis Hunter divorced? The internet is on fire tonight after shocking videos surfaced of Travis Hunter's wife, Leanna, in tears breaking down in front of the camera, leaving fans completely stunned. Social media is spinning out of control, and whispers are turning into full-blown rumors that one of football's golden couples might be falling apart. In the footage, Leanna can barely hold herself together, her voice cracking as she says she's been pushed to the edge, fueling speculation that the marriage has officially hit rock bottom. Fans are shocked, confused, and desperate for answers. Could this really mean divorce papers are on the way? Or is this another storm in their roller coaster relationship? Eyewitnesses claim heated arguments have been happening behind closed doors, while insiders suggest betrayal, jealousy, and explosive fights may have driven the couple apart. The breakdown video has people asking, what exactly pushed Leanna to this breaking point? Stay locked in because the drama is just getting started. We're diving deep into the fiery accusations, emotional confrontations, and the shocking twists that could change Travis and Leanna's lives forever. This is one story you won't want to miss. The moment Leanna's crying videos went viral, fans immediately sensed that something was deeply wrong inside the Hunter household. People have always admired Travis and Leanna as the picture-perfect couple, smiling on red carpets, posting loving pictures online, and showing off what seemed like an unbreakable bond. But behind the scenes, as insiders now claim, there was trouble simmering for months, and the cracks have finally started to show. The first video surfaced late at night. Leanna sat alone in a dimly lit room, her eyes red, mascara streaked across her cheeks, and her voice trembling as she whispered, "I can't do this anymore. I tried, I really did." That one sentence sent shockwaves through social media. Fans who had once celebrated her as the strong and supportive wife of a star athlete now saw a woman on the verge of collapse. And the more people replayed the clip, the more questions surfaced. What exactly had she endured, and why now? Reports began flooding in from people close to the couple. One insider claimed that arguments between Travis and Leanna had escalated to shouting matches, often over trust issues. Allegedly, Leanna had grown suspicious of Travis's late-night outings, the endless phone calls he dismissed as business, and the mysterious messages that she reportedly discovered on his phone. According to this insider, Leanna confronted him multiple times, only to be met with denial, excuses, and eventually explosive anger. One friend of Leanna's told reporters she felt invisible in her own marriage. Every time she tried to speak up, it turned into a fight. She was breaking down slowly, and none of us knew just how bad it had gotten until she posted that video. The emotional weight in those words left fans heartbroken, imagining what it must feel like to be in her shoes. As speculation grew, some fans began digging up old interviews where Travis and Leanna seemed out of sync. In one clip from a charity event, Leanna reached for his hand, but he subtly pulled away, forcing an awkward laugh. At the time, people brushed it off as nothing, but now those moments are being replayed as evidence of a growing distance. "We should have seen the signs," one fan tweeted. "They looked happy, but their body language told a different story." But that wasn't all. Another shocking claim emerged. Family members were reportedly dragged into the conflict. Travis's relatives allegedly accused Leanna of being too emotional and too demanding, which only deepened her feelings of isolation. Meanwhile, Leanna's own family was said to be urging her to leave the relationship before it destroyed her completely. This tug-of-war between families created even more division, leaving the couple caught in a storm of conflicting loyalties. In one particularly dramatic account, a neighbor claimed to have overheard a heated argument late at night. "I heard yelling, door slamming, and then silence," the neighbor said. "It went on for hours. It wasn't just a small fight. It sounded like years of anger exploding all at once." While no one can confirm exactly what was said that night, the image of such a confrontation has only fueled speculation. As the days passed, Leanna posted a second video. This time, her hands shook as she tried to explain, "I gave my all. I sacrificed everything, and still it wasn't enough." Her words left fans stunned, sparking rumors of betrayal. Could Travis have been unfaithful? Or was it something even deeper, like emotional neglect and lack of support? The internet erupted with debates, with hashtags about their marriage trending within hours. In dramatic fashion, Travis himself remained silent, only adding more fuel to the fire. His social media accounts went quiet, with no posts or stories. Not even a denial or a clarification. Fans saw this silence as confirmation that something huge was unfolding behind the scenes. One fan wrote, "If this wasn't true, he would have said something by now. Silence speaks volumes." Meanwhile, the football community reacted with shock. Teammates were reportedly caught off guard, with some sending private messages of support. To Leanna, one close friend of Travis was quoted as saying, "He's under a lot of pressure, but that doesn't excuse what's happening at home. He's losing more than just a marriage, he's losing the respect of people who looked up to him." In an unexpected twist, screenshots began circulating online, allegedly showing private messages between Travis and another woman. While their authenticity hasn't been verified, the content was enough to stir massive outrage. In the screenshots, Travis supposedly wrote things like, "I need to escape sometimes, and you understand me better than anyone else." If these are true, they reveal a side of Travis that fans never expected. The idea that he might have been seeking comfort outside his marriage shattered the image of him as the loyal husband and father figure. Leanna's friends rallied around her, posting cryptic messages on their own social media accounts. One wrote, "She deserves so much better than lies and heartbreak." Another posted, "Truth always comes to light." These hints only intensified the mystery, with fans begging for clarity as the story grew. Media outlets started circling like vultures, desperate for any detail. Paparazzi swarmed the couple's neighborhood, capturing blurry shots of Travis driving alone, looking tense and avoiding eye contact. Others snapped photos of Leanna leaving her parents' house, visibly distraught, clutching her phone as if waiting for a call that never came. Friends close to the couple claimed that the biggest breaking point wasn't just about alleged infidelity, it was about broken promises. Leanna reportedly reminded Travis of the vows they made, of the sacrifices she made to support his career, and of the nights she stayed awake waiting for him to come home. One friend shared her words. She said she felt like she was married to the game, not to a man. In private conversations that leaked online, Leanna allegedly told someone, "I built him up when nobody else believed in him. I was there through every struggle, every injury, every setback. Now that he's on top, I'm the one being discarded." This raw confession struck a nerve with fans who began rallying around her, flooding her social media with messages of love and encouragement. But as support poured in for Leanna, Travis's fanbase also jumped to his defense. Some argued that the videos were one-sided, portraying only her perspective. "We don't know what happens behind closed doors," one fan posted. "Marriage is complicated, and maybe she's exaggerating." This division among fans turned the situation into a full-blown public debate, with people taking sides as if it were a reality TV competition. With every passing hour, the tension escalated. Insiders hinted that lawyers might already be involved, discussing separation terms and custody arrangements. If true, this would mean the couple is heading toward an official divorce announcement sooner rather than later. The idea that one of sports' most admired couples could be breaking apart in such a dramatic fashion left everyone in disbelief. Then came the most shocking whisper yet. A close friend alleged that Leanna had discovered something on Travis's phone that was so devastating, so unforgivable, that it broke her completely. The friend refused to say what it was, but emphasized, after that, there was no going back. It was the final straw. And just as fans were reeling from that revelation, a new rumor surfaced that Travis had packed his bags and left their home, choosing to stay at a teammate's house until things cooled down. The image of a husband abandoning his wife and her darkest moment only added fuel to the fire, painting a picture of a relationship collapsing in real time. But what was it exactly that Leanna found on that phone? Was it proof of betrayal or something even more shocking? As fans held their breath, desperate to know what was on Travis's phone, whispers began to turn into shocking theories. Some claimed it was proof of another woman. Others speculated it might have been secret conversations about ending the marriage, months before Leanna even suspected. Whatever it was, people were convinced it had the power to shatter trust completely. According to one insider, the phone discovery happened late one night when Travis fell asleep on the couch after a long day. Leanna, already suspicious, decided to check his phone. What she saw, the insider revealed, made her whole world crash down. She was shaking, crying, and by the time Travis woke up, it was already too late. She confronted him, and the fight that followed could be heard throughout the entire house. Neighbors backed up the story, recalling that they heard shouting, a glass breaking, and even the sound of a door slamming hard enough to rattle the windows. One neighbor claimed Leanna's voice pierced the night with words like, "How could you do this to me after everything we've been through?" While Travis reportedly shouted back, "You don't understand the pressure I'm under." But fans weren't satisfied with vague descriptions. What exactly was in those messages? A blogger who claims to have inside sources posted that Leanna found conversations between Travis and a mysterious contact saved under a fake name. The texts, according to this blogger, were filled with emotional confessions, late-night rendezvous, plans, and even photos that should never have existed outside a marriage. Though the authenticity of these claims remains unverified, the very possibility was enough to light social media on fire. Leanna's second video now made more sense in this context. When she said, "I sacrificed everything and still it wasn't enough," people began connecting the dots. Many fans argued that those words were her way of admitting she'd given her loyalty and love, only to discover betrayal and return. As all of this unfolded, Travis continued his silence. Some saw it as guilt, while others argued he was protecting his career from unnecessary scandal. But that silence created a vacuum, and in that vacuum, rumors thrived. Fan theories ranged from hidden affairs to secret financial problems, even to accusations that Travis might have been manipulated by people outside the marriage. Friends close to the couple tried to stay neutral, but eventually their patience snapped. One anonymous friend of Leanna revealed, "She told me she felt like a stranger in her own home. She said she would sit across the dinner table from him and he wouldn't even look up from his phone. She said she begged for his attention, but he gave it to someone else instead." That heartbreaking revelation hit fans hard, as they imagined the pain of being ignored by the very person who promised to cherish you. The drama didn't just stop with emotional neglect or possible infidelity. Sources also suggested money was at the center of their fights. Despite Travis's successful career, Leanna reportedly felt trapped financially. She was accused of spending too much, while she claimed she was simply trying to build the life they once dreamed about together. The arguments over money only intensified the distrust, each side pointing fingers and refusing to compromise. In a particularly shocking twist, a leaked audio recording surfaced online, allegedly capturing one of their arguments. In the recording, a woman's voice believed to be Leanna can be heard sobbing, "I stood by you when nobody else did," while a man's voice, supposedly Travis, shouts, "I never asked you to." Though the recording is grainy and unverified, fans treated it as further proof that the marriage was unraveling in a deeply painful way. The impact on their families grew more intense as the scandal escalated. Leanna's parents, once supportive of the couple, were reportedly furious with Travis. One source claimed her father even confronted Travis during a heated phone call, warning him, "If you hurt her again, you'll regret it." Meanwhile, Travis's own family allegedly defended him, arguing that Leanna was dramatizing the situation for sympathy. The family feud only made matters worse, splitting what was once a united circle into two rival camps. All of this chaos began spilling over into Travis's professional life. His coaches and teammates were said to be worried about his focus, fearing that the drama at home was bleeding into his performance on the field. Insiders whispered that he showed up late to practices, distracted and withdrawn, sparking fears that the scandal could derail not just his marriage, but also his career. Fans were now deeply divided. Half of them sided with Leanna, praising her bravery for speaking out through tears and showing her raw emotions. Others defended Travis, insisting that private matters should stay private and that nobody truly knew the full story. The comment sections on their social media pages turned into battlegrounds, filled with accusations, defenses, and emotional pleas. In the midst of this storm, Leanna posted yet another cryptic message on her Instagram story. Against a black screen, she wrote, "Sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes respect is louder than words." The message was up for only a few hours before she deleted it, but fans had already taken screenshots and shared it widely. For many, it was confirmation that divorce was inevitable. Just when fans thought they had seen it all, another twist hit the headlines. A woman came forward claiming to have had a brief fling with Travis months earlier. Though her identity remains blurred, she insisted that he reached out to her during an away game, sending her sweet messages and making promises he never fulfilled. While many doubted her credibility, the timing of her statement added fuel to an already raging fire. Leanna, on the other hand, stayed mostly quiet except for her tearful videos. Her silence after the new allegations spoke volumes, leading fans to believe the claims might be true. One follower commented, "If it wasn't true, she'd fight back. Her silence says everything." Behind the scenes, reports suggest that lawyers were now involved. Meetings about assets, property, and custody were rumored to be taking place. Leanna was allegedly pushing for full custody of their children, citing emotional instability and neglect. Travis, meanwhile, was said to be fighting back, determined not to lose his role as a father. These legal whispers only deepened the sense of finality surrounding the situation as tension mounted. Paparazzi captured a shocking photo. Travis entering a luxury hotel late at night, accompanied by a woman whose face was hidden under a hood. The photos spread like wildfire, sparking headlines that screamed about betrayal and secret rendezvous. Whether or not the woman was truly involved, the damage was already done. The picture painted a damning image of a man living a double life. While his wife cried online, fans who once admired the couple now questioned everything they thought they knew. Every old interview, every affectionate Instagram post, every public appearance was being dissected for signs of trouble. What once looked like love now appeared, in hindsight, to be a carefully curated illusion, and just when it seemed the story couldn't get any darker, a friend of Leanna revealed that she had packed her bags and left the family home. She was reportedly staying with her parents, while Travis remained in the house alone. The sight of her moving vans parked outside their residence confirmed what fans feared most. The separation had already begun, but here's where the mystery deepens even further. Insiders claim that before leaving, Leanna confronted Travis with an ultimatum. "Tell the world the truth, or I will," she allegedly told him. What truth was she referring to? Was it the alleged affair, financial secrets, or something even more shocking that hasn't surfaced yet? Whatever it is, fans are convinced that the biggest revelation is still to come. The ultimatum Leanna allegedly gave Travis sent shockwaves through both their inner circle and their fans. "Tell the world the truth, or I will," she was rumored to have said before storming out of their home. And ever since that moment, speculation has gone into overdrive. What could be so devastating that Leanna felt she had to threaten him with exposure? Insiders claim the truth she hinted at went far beyond simple infidelity. Whispers began to surface about financial secrets, hidden accounts, mysterious withdrawals, and unexplained transactions. One source close to Leanna suggested she discovered evidence that Travis had been funneling money into places she never knew existed. She was blindsided, the source said, because she trusted him with everything. She felt betrayed not just as a wife, but as a partner. Fans were horrified at the idea that the drama could include financial deceit on top of emotional betrayal. Social media exploded with theories, some suggesting that Travis was hiding money to prepare for a split, while others believed he might have been manipulated by outside influences. Hashtags about Travis' secret accounts trended overnight, making the scandal impossible to ignore as the chaos intensified. Leanna released yet another video, this one rawer than ever before. Sitting in her car, tears streaking down her face, she spoke directly to the camera. "I don't care anymore. The world deserves to know who he really is. I can't carry the secret on my own any longer." Her words, shaking with pain, left fans stunned. She didn't reveal the secret outright, but the heavy implication was that the truth was far darker than anyone expected. In the comments section, fans begged her to spill everything. "We're with you," one wrote, "tell us the truth." Others, however, cautioned her to stay quiet, fearing the backlash that might come from destroying Travis's reputation. The division among fans grew deeper, mirroring the division in the Hunter family itself. Meanwhile, Travis's silence began to crack. Though he didn't make a public statement, he was overheard by a teammate saying, "She's making it worse than it really is." Those words, leaked by someone inside the locker room, only enraged fans further. To many, it sounded dismissive, as though he was downplaying the pain of his wife. One angry commenter wrote, "She's crying her heart out, and all he says is she's exaggerating? Unbelievable." But things didn't stop there. The media frenzy reached new heights when a gossip outlet released what they claimed were court documents filed in secret. The documents allegedly outlined the early stages of divorce proceedings, with Leanna demanding spousal support and full custody of their children. While the authenticity of these documents has yet to be confirmed, their sudden appearance intensified the belief that the marriage was truly over, adding fuel to the fire. Leanna's best friend broke her silence during a late-night Instagram live session. With tears in her eyes, she said, "I've watched her suffer for years. You all only see the surface, but I've seen the nights she cried herself to sleep. I've seen her begging him to change. And he never did." Though she refused to give specific details, her emotional testimony added credibility to the story that had fans already glued to their screens. But just when everyone thought they'd figured out the direction of the scandal, a shocking twist emerged. A new rumor suggested that the woman allegedly connected to Travis wasn't just a stranger. Insiders claimed she was someone the couple both knew, a family acquaintance who had been around them for years. The idea that betrayal could come from someone so close sent fans into an uproar. "If this is true," one fan tweeted, "that's not just betrayal, that's a knife in the back." The betrayal wasn't just between husband and wife anymore. If this rumor holds weight, it means the entire social circle was compromised. And the fallout would extend beyond just Travis and Leanna as the scandal spread like wildfire. More celebrities began chiming in. One well-known athlete tweeted, "Loyalty is everything. Without it, you have nothing." While they didn't mention names, fans were quick to connect the dots, assuming the tweet was aimed directly at Travis. Another reality TV star posted, "Watching this unfold is heartbreaking. Sending love to Leanna." The growing chorus of voices added pressure on Travis, who still refused to publicly defend himself. Behind the scenes, the couple reportedly attempted a tense meeting to discuss the future. Sources described the atmosphere as explosive, with shouting, tears, and accusations flying back and forth. One insider claimed Leanna screamed, "I gave you every part of me and you gave it away to someone else." To which Travis allegedly replied, "You don't know what I've been dealing with." Though no one knows the full truth of that meeting, those snippets revealed just how toxic things had become. The effect on their children also became a major point of concern. Friends of Leanna said she was devastated at the thought of them growing up in the shadow of this scandal. "She's terrified they'll read about it online one day," a friend said. "That's why she's considering leaving for good. She wants to protect them from this mess." The idea that innocent children were caught in the crossfire only deepened the sadness fans felt about the entire ordeal. To make matters worse, a video leaked of Travis at a private party, looking carefree, surrounded by friends and holding a drink. While the video itself didn't show anything incriminating, fans interpreted it as insensitive, especially since Leanna was publicly breaking down at the same time. "While she's crying on camera, he's out partying? That says everything," one comment read. The backlash reached a boiling point, with petitions even surfacing online calling for Travis to publicly apologize to Leanna. Some fans went so far as to say they would boycott his games until he addressed the scandal. Others argued that his private life shouldn't interfere with his professional career, creating yet another divide in the public response. And then came the most explosive revelation yet. An anonymous source, allegedly a close friend of Travis, told a tabloid that the phone discovery wasn't just about infidelity or money. According to the source, the real secret involved conversations about ending his marriage long before Leanna ever suspected anything. He was planning his exit months ago, the source claimed. He was talking about how he'd divide assets, how he'd move on, and even how he'd handle the media fallout. Leanna finding those conversations is what broke her completely. The idea that Travis was secretly plotting to leave while still smiling for photos, with Leanna devastated fans who had believed in their love story. "That's cold," one fan tweeted. "Smiling in her face while already planning to walk away. She deserves better." As the rumors multiplied, Leanna's social media became flooded with supportive messages from fans who were now more convinced than ever that she was the victim in this crumbling marriage. People offered her words of encouragement, calling her strong, brave, and an inspiration for refusing to stay silent. But behind the scenes, the pressure on her was unbearable. Friends claim she was losing sleep, unable to eat, and constantly worried about the next headline. She feels like she's living in a nightmare, one friend said. She's scared of what else might come out because she knows there's still more. The revelation that Travis may have been planning his exit for months left fans reeling. But insiders insisted the most shocking part of the story hadn't even come out yet. According to New Whispers, the final straw for Leanna wasn't just discovering conversations about betrayal. It was finding out that Travis had been confiding in people she never trusted. One source close to her said she felt like a fool when she realized strangers knew more about her marriage than she did. She said it felt like everyone was in on a secret but her. The betrayal of trust cut deeper than anything else. Leanna reportedly felt humiliated, not just as a wife, but as a woman who had built her life around a man who no longer valued her loyalty. Her friends described her as shattered, yet determined to stand her ground. She told us she's not going to let him rewrite the story, one friend shared. She said the truth will come out even if it destroys everything. Fans began speculating that Leanna was preparing to release proof of her claims. Screenshots, voice notes, and even emails were rumored to be in her possession. The thought of her dropping receipts sent social media into a frenzy. If she has the proof, she needs to post it, one fan commented. Let the world see the real Travis Hunter. While the internet rallied around Leanna, Travis seemed to grow more defensive. According to a teammate, he was furious about the growing backlash and felt cornered by the media. He said everyone's turning against him without knowing the full story, the teammate revealed. He kept saying, I still love her, but she's making me look like a monster. That small glimpse into Travis's mindset suggested that, despite the chaos, he wasn't ready to give up completely. The storm only worsened when Leanna reportedly discovered another shocking detail. According to a close confidant, she uncovered a hidden bank statement that linked Travis to someone outside their marriage in a financial way. Large sums of money were allegedly transferred over months, raising suspicions of hush payments or secret support. Whether it was connected to another woman or to someone else entirely, fans were horrified by the implication. This isn't just about love anymore, one fan tweeted. This is about lies, money, and betrayal on every level. The scandal had now spiraled from a private marital issue into something much bigger, a story that combined emotional collapse with the possibility of financial manipulation. Leanna's parents, already furious with Travis, reportedly urged her to go public with everything she had. They told her the world needed to know the kind of man he really is, said one insider. Meanwhile, Travis's family allegedly begged him to fight back, urging him not to let his career and legacy be destroyed. The family divide deepened, further turning what was once a marriage dispute into a battle between entire households in a jaw-dropping turn. An anonymous email leaked to a gossip outlet contained what appeared to be a draft of a letter from Leanna to Travis. In it, she wrote lines like, I loved you more than myself, and you turned that love into my prison, and you will regret the day you thought I was weak. Though the letter's authenticity has not been verified, it spread rapidly, painting Leanna as a woman finally finding her strength after years of silent suffering. The pressure on Travis was immense. Fans began booing him during a game, chanting Leanna's name from the stands. The moment was captured on video, replayed across social media, and hailed as a symbolic show of support for his wife. He might have the fame, but she has the people. One fan wrote as if the scandal couldn't get any more surreal. A former family friend went on record with claims that Travis had confided in them about feeling trapped in his marriage long before any of this went public. He told me he loved her but didn't feel understood, the friend said. He said he was suffocating. While some sympathized with his struggle, others condemned him for not working through it with the woman who stood by his side. The conflicting narratives left fans torn. Was Travis truly a man crushed by pressure, or was he a husband who had carelessly thrown away his family? The truth remained unclear, but the emotions surrounding the story only grew stronger. Then came the video that broke the internet. Leanna, sitting on her bedroom floor, holding a stack of papers, tearfully whispered into the camera, "This is my truth. These are the things he never wanted you to see." The video cut off before she revealed the contents, but it was enough to send shockwaves through the fanbase. People speculated wildly about what those papers could be: financial records, private messages, or even legal documents proving his intent to leave. Within minutes, hashtag Leanne as truth trended worldwide. Travis, meanwhile, finally cracked. In a closed-door meeting with his management team, he reportedly shouted, "I can't take this anymore. She's ruining everything." Those who were present described him as exhausted, desperate, and unsure of his next move. One manager allegedly begged him to release a statement of apology, but Travis refused, saying, "I won't apologize for something I didn't do." This refusal only deepened the divide. Supporters of Leanna saw it as arrogance, while defenders of Travis believed it was a sign that there was still another side to the story that hadn't been revealed. The uncertainty left everyone hanging on edge, waiting for the next revelation. As lawyers prepared to battle over custody, assets, and reputation, the story reached a boiling point. Insiders hinted that Leanna was preparing to release her so-called proof in a public press conference. The possibility of her exposing everything in front of cameras sent fans into a frenzy, with many already declaring it would be the most dramatic breakup reveal of the year. But in the middle of all this chaos, a rumor surfaced that complicated things even more. Despite everything, despite the tears, the betrayals, and the accusations, some insiders claimed Travis had reached out privately to Leanna, begging for one last chance. He told her he still loved her, the source said. He told her he couldn't imagine life without her, and he was willing to do anything to fix it. Whether this was genuine remorse or a desperate attempt to save face, no one knows. But it left fans divided once again. Should Leanna take him back after everything? Or was it too late for redemption? The world now waits in suspense because the story isn't over. Leanna holds the power with her so-called proof. Travis stands on the brink of losing everything. And the truth, whatever it is, hangs like a storm cloud ready to break. And there, you have it, the unraveling of Travis Hunter and Leanna's marriage playing out like a reality show in front of millions. From the tearful breakdown videos to shocking phone discoveries, to whispered betrayals and explosive family feuds, this has been a roller coaster that nobody saw coming. Leanna's cryptic messages and her rumored stack of receipts have fans convinced that the truth is still waiting to be revealed, while Travis's silence and rare outbursts only leave more questions than answers. Is this truly the end of one of sports' golden couples, or will there be a twist that nobody expected? Fans are shocked, emotions are running high, and the family remains divided. But one thing is certain, whatever comes next will change their lives forever. Will Leanna go through with the press conference and expose every secret? Will Travis fight for redemption or walk away from the marriage for good? And what happens to the children caught in the middle of this storm? These are the questions that keep everyone glued to their screens. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you believe Leanna should release the proof she claims to have? Should Travis speak up and finally tell his side of the story, or is his silence a confession in itself? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions down in the comments, because this conversation is far from over. If you've been following this drama as closely as we have, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more breaking updates, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next twist in this wild saga. Trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.